Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary Channel. I'm Sammy, your host. Today, we're diving into the Torah, the foundational text of Judaism, which is revered by Jewish people around the world. The Torah consists of the first 5 books of the Hebrew Bible: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. These books are also known as the 5 books of Moses, and they contain the core teachings, laws, and narratives that shape the Jewish faith and tradition. Let's dive into the key events and themes of the Torah so you'll feel like you've read it cover to cover. The Torah begins with the book of Genesis, which tells the story of the creation of the world. It opens with the famous words, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." Over the course of 6 days, God creates light, the sky, land, plants, animals, and finally, human beings, Adam and Eve. The narrative then moves on to the Garden of Eden, where Adam and Eve are placed. However, after disobeying God by eating from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, they are expelled from the garden, setting the stage for the themes of sin, redemption, and the human relationship with God. Genesis continues with the stories of the patriarchs and matriarchs of the Jewish people. It recounts the lives of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Joseph. God makes a covenant with Abraham, promising that his descendants will become a great nation and inherit the land of Canaan. The narrative follows the challenges and triumphs of Abraham's descendants, including the birth of Isaac, Jacob's struggle with God, and Joseph's rise to power in Egypt. These stories lay the foundation for the Jewish understanding of covenant and the special relationship between God and the people of Israel. The second book, Exodus, tells the story of the Israelites' enslavement in Egypt and their subsequent liberation under the leadership of Moses. God calls Moses from a burning bush and commands him to lead the Israelites out of bondage. Despite Pharaoh's resistance, God sends 10 plagues upon Egypt, forcing Pharaoh to release the Israelites. The Israelites' journey to freedom is marked by the miraculous parting of the Red Sea and their trek through the wilderness. At Mount Sinai, God gives Moses the 10 Commandments, which form the basis of Jewish law and ethical conduct. The covenant is reaffirmed, and the Israelites agree to follow God's laws in return for his protection and guidance. Leviticus, the third book, focuses on the laws and rituals that define the religious and moral life of the Israelites. It includes detailed instructions for offerings, sacrifices, and the observance of holy days. Leviticus also outlines the dietary laws, known as kashrut, and the principles of ritual purity and impurity. The book emphasizes the importance of holiness and the need for the Israelites to live in accordance with God's commandments. Leviticus is also known for its ethical teachings, including the commandment to love your neighbor as yourself. The fourth book, Numbers, chronicles the Israelites' journey through the desert on their way to the Promised Land. It details the challenges they face, including internal conflicts, rebellions, and battles with neighboring tribes. The Israelites' lack of faith leads to a delay in their journey, and they are condemned to wander in the wilderness for 40 years. Despite these setbacks, God remains with the Israelites, guiding them with a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. Numbers also includes a census of the Israelite tribes and instructions for the division of the land among them. The final book of the Torah, Deuteronomy, is a series of speeches delivered by Moses as the Israelites prepare to enter the Promised Land. In these speeches, Moses reviews the laws and commandments given to the Israelites and exhorts them to remain faithful to God. Deuteronomy emphasizes the themes of covenant, obedience, and the consequences of turning away from God's commandments. Moses also prophesies the future of the Israelites, warning them of the dangers of idolatry and the importance of maintaining their unique identity as God's chosen people. The book ends with the death of Moses, who is buried in an undisclosed location, and the leadership passing to Joshua. The Torah is not just a historical record. It is a living document that continues to guide the spiritual, ethical, and communal life of the Jewish people. Its teachings have shaped the laws, customs, and values of Jewish civilization for thousands of years. The themes of creation, covenant, liberation, law, and faith that run through the Torah resonate deeply with its readers and offer timeless wisdom on the human condition and the relationship between God and humanity. In summary, the Torah is a rich and multifaceted text that serves as the cornerstone of Jewish faith and practice. Its stories, laws, and teachings have had a profound impact not only on Judaism, but also on the broader religious and cultural traditions of the world. Whether you approach it as a religious text, a historical document, or a source of moral guidance, the Torah offers deep insights and powerful narratives that continue to inspire and challenge readers today. Thank you for tuning in to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary channel. If you enjoyed this summary, please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Until next time, happy reading.